Okay, in example 3, we're looking at extraneous solutions. It basically means an extra answer, or answers, possibly. Okay, so what we always have to do on these ones is we have to plug back in our x to see if it equals it. Because basically whenever we have two square roots, we have to isolate one radical and square root both sides. And once that's square rooted, then we have to get the second radical by itself and square. So basically square twice, that means we're introducing more answers, right? When we square something, that means we have two of one thing, right? So we got to check our answers to make sure they both work. So here, this square root right now is by itself, so we can go ahead and square both sides. So I want to square this side and square this side. Well, when I square 3 minus root x, I'm going to take two of them, right? So I got to FOIL that out, right? And these aren't conjugates, so I have to take 9 and then minus 6 root x and then a plus x. And then this side is just going to be x plus 21. Okay, so we simplify. Basically on this one we can't really do anything on this side, but we can just get this root by itself. So I need to get this root x by itself. So I'm going to subtract 9. So we get x plus 12. I'm going to subtract x on both sides. Now x minus x is 0, right? So we just get 12, which is kind of nice because then I don't have to FOIL out and get two x's, right? Sometimes you will, okay, but it's fine. We still have an x right here, right? And then we divide by -6, so we get -2 square root of x. Now here's the second thing. I isolate that radical, and now I got to get rid of that root, so I square both sides, right? And so since I squared twice, I get 4, right? So now when I go back and check my answer, right, I just get x equals 4. And now when I check that, I plug it back in, I see that I get 4 plus 21 is 25, so square root of 25 is 5. But when I take the square root of 4 here on this side, I get 2, and 3 minus 2 is 1, correct? And 5 does not equal 1. So this right here would actually not be our answer. It's called an extraneous solution, because when I plugged it back in, it was not true. Now, sometimes you might get multiple answers, and some of them are going to be extraneous, which means when you plug them back in, they don't work. Okay, so make sure you check your answers. This is called an extraneous solution, because when I plugged it back in, it didn't work.